Hello everyone, I am Yashaswini, studying MCA in Manasa Gangotri in Mysore. In this video, I am going to give the presentation on chatbot. Let's see the contents: introduction, history, overview on algorithms used in chatbot like natural language processing, pattern matching algorithm, naive Bayes algorithm, the sequence to sequence model, hybrid emotion interface model, and conclusion. Let's see the introduction. A bot is a software application that accomplishes computerized robotic tasks and hence it is used for work automation. A chatbot is a software that can converse with the users in natural language. For that purpose, it makes the use of artificial intelligence. The main aim of chatbot is to converse with humans, and with the help of that, it makes many redundant tasks easy for humans. Nowadays, chatbots are used in number of sectors. Some of the popular sectors are used: educational, e-commerce, gaming, and are also becoming competitors for various cab booking systems. Basically, chatbots have two types: rule-based or command-based, intelligent chatbots or AI chatbots. Let's see the rule-based. In this type of chatbots, predefined rules are stored which includes questions and answers. Based on what question has requested by the user, chatbot searches for an answer, but this gives limitations on the type of questions and answers to be stored. In intelligent chatbots, to overcome the issue faced by rule-based chatbots, intelligent chatbots are developed. As these are based on advanced machine learning concepts, they have the ability to learn on their own depending on questions requested by the user. Let's see the history. The fascinating history of bots started way back in 1950s when Alan Turing, a British computer scientist, published an article, Computing Machinery and Intelligence, followed by the Turing test. This led to further research and emphasizes on the thought that can machine think and converse like humans. Eliza and Ellis were two prominent research results which are explained below. ELIZA, the concept of chatbot was first coined by MIT professor Joseph Weizenbaum in the year 1966. Carrying forward Turing through, Weizenbaum developed the first chatbot called ELIZA, which seemed to make users believe that they are actually conversing with a real human. ELIZA was basically developed to bridge the conversation gap between machine and humans. ELIS Chatbot System, which is an acronym for Artificial Linguistic Internet Computer Entity and was developed by Dr. Richard S. Wallace in the year 1995. ELIS is a chatbot which mainly focuses on the areas such as knowledge, representation, and algorithm like pattern matching algorithm. Let's see the overview on algorithms used in chatbot. In natural language processing, chatbot can answer users' queries in natural language, which is made possible by using an artificial intelligence term, natural language processing or NLP. Natural language processing gives machine the ability to ingest the given input, break it down, extract its meaning, determining appropriate action and answering user in their natural language. Natural language processing (NLP) has two subsets: natural language understanding (NLU) and natural language generation (NLG). NLU takes unstructured data as input and converts into structured data so machine can understand and act upon it. NLU focuses on extracting the meaning from a user input query. Natural language generation simply converts the answer generated by chatbot in structured data to human understandable natural language. Natural language processing does processing in 5 steps. The unstructured data is first passed for lexical analysis. The structure of words is analyzed and identified. The whole input text is divided into tokens. Then the tokens are passed to syntax analysis, where tokens are analyzed for grammar and arranged in a way in which relationship among the word is easy to understand. Then the input is passed to semantic analysis. The meaning of words or tokens is extracted in this step. Object is task domain and mapping synthetic structure are responsible for meaning extraction from input. Next step is discourse integration where the meaning of sentence is tried to extracted using the previous sentence meaning. Final step is pragmatic analysis. In this analysis, the main emphasis is on what was said is reinterpreted on what does it actually mean. After all these steps, the meaning of sentence is known to machine and it finds answer to user query and passes it to natural language generation, that is NLG, for generation of final output. Natural language processing (NLP) is used in many chatbots for effective communication with humans. Below figure shows basic working of chatbot using natural language processing, that is NLP. In the figure understanding language, literally your Facebook message app is useless. You only want it to increase profit. Please fix yourself. It's sad at Facebook. Emotion is frustrated. Tone is negative, subjective. Organization is Facebook. Product is messenger app. Adjectives useless, sad. Language English informal. Pattern matching algorithm. In pattern matching was one of the most used algorithm in chatbots. Pattern matching algorithm consists questions and answers stored into a database. Questions are named as patterns whereas answers are named as templates. The answer for the particular question consists of artificial intelligence markup language AIML tags. Patterns and templates are stored in the form of a tree. Questions are on the branches and answers are at the nodes. So whenever the question is asked by the user, first that question is searched for an answer word by word. Then it fetches the particular answer from the node. This type of structure is used in the Alice chatbots. This is the figure of AIML structure. Figure shows example explaining the working of pattern matching algorithm. In figure, the question "Who is Narendra Modi?" is stored into database on the branches of a hierarchical structure as each word on each branch. Then the answer for this question is stored into node. So when the question like "Do you know who Narendra Modi is asked to the bot, it will first search the who and is word, then will search for Narendra and then Modi. Then it will fetch the answer stored in database and according to what type of bot it is, whether a chatbot or voice bot, it will give an answer to the user accordingly. The machine then produces human, who is Narendra Modi, and robot. Narendra Modi is an Indian politician serving as the 14th and current Prime Minister of India since 2014. Let's see the naive Bayes algorithm. Naive Bayes algorithm is another efficient algorithm used for chatbot. In this algorithm, the first step is tokenization and then stemming. In tokenization, the whole sentence is divided into words called tokens. Then each token is stemmed. For example, have a great day is tokenized and stemmed as have a great day. Next step is to give training data. This data is stored in the form of lists or dictionaries, where dictionary has class and sentence as attributes. For example, for the above sentence, class will be greeting. Then the data is organized by making the list of words of each class. When we give the input sentence, it checks for each word and compares with all the tokens. Then it predicts which class has possibility of having the input sentence. There can be two or more predicted classes for each sentence we give as input, so score is also calculated for each class. Then from those two or more classes, one will highest score is selected. In this way, this algorithm works. Let's see in the above example. Suppose we give more training data as have a great day, good morning, hello there, is the weather rainy, is too cold today. Suppose we give the input as hi, good morning. Training data set, class greeting, have a great day, good morning, hello there, class weather. Is the weather rainy? Is it too cold today? Input. Hi, good morning. Term. Hi, no match. Term. Good. One match, class is greeting. Term. Morning. One match, class greeting. Hence, output will be classifier. Greeting and score is 2. The sequence to sequence model. In sequence to sequence model, the model takes input as sequence of words or sentences and then generates an output which is sequence of words. This is done with the help of recurrent neural network RNN. Hence, input to this model is token of words and the output of this model is the translated token of words. The sequence to sequence model takes the current word or input along with the neighboring words while translating it into output. The sequence to sequence model as an encoder and a decoder. This task is sequence based. The encoder and decoder uses RNNs, LSTMs to process. The hidden state vector in this model can be of any size, but in most of the cases it is taken as a power of 2 and a large number like 256, 512 and 1024, which may represent the complexity of the complete sequence as well as the domain. A sequence to sequence model mainly has two components, namely encoder and decoder. So this model is also called as the encoder-decoder network. Role of encoder. The main motive of the encoder is to capture the context of the input sequence in the form of a hidden state vector, and then the encoder feeds it to the decoder, which at the last produces the output sequence. The encoder converts the input words to corresponding hidden vectors by using deep neural network layers. The current word and the context of the word is represented by each vector. The encoder takes the sequence of words as an input and generates a final embedding words at the end of the sequence with the help of RNNs. This final embedding sequence of words is then sent to the decoder. The decoder uses it to predict a sequence of, and after every successful predictions, it uses the previous hidden state vector to predict the next instance of the sequence. Role of decoder. The input to decoder is the hidden vector which is generated and fed by encoder. The decoder reverses the process of encoder. It turns the hidden state vector fed by the encoder into an output sequence of words. It uses the previous output as the input context for doing this. It also uses its own hidden states and current words to predict the next word. This model's different applications can be seen in conversational models, image capturing, text summarization, etc. This is the figure of sequence to sequence model. Left side is the encoder, that is the input sequence. Right side is the decoder, that is the output sequence. In the hybrid emotion interference model, tone of voice, expression, and even other information are factors that help humans to understand other emotions. Humans can understand emotions through the tone of voices, expressions, body language, along with some of other information. In case of chatbot, this can be made possible using model called hybrid emotion interface model. HEIM model entails two different models. First model is Latin Dirichlet allocation and second is long short-term memory model. HEIM is used in Sogyo voice assistant, that is Chinese Siri. Then the conclusion. Chatbots are widely in use nowadays for various businesses or personal purpose. They brought a new way for businesses to communicate with their customers with the help of emerging technologies like artificial intelligence. Not only chatbots can be used for customer support, but also it can help users to act as their companion. Thank you.